Well, hello. It's been a little while, hasn't it? So, it is January. It is bloody cold. We are at YNAW, and it is the very beginning of the Friday day. And I've got my buddy Heather with me, and we are already set up. Got the tent up. Got all this stuff ready. Got some new lights to test out. That's that weird glowy pulsating thing you're seeing above. But I don't really see it. I only see it in the screen. But, so here we are at YNAW in Funiac at the Boy Scout camp. And they have a lot of activities going over the entire weekend. My part is, of course, to vend, but also to dance. This is a really big teaching opportunity, and it's a lot of fun. I was out here last year and spontaneously became headman with Britt as head woman. There's picture proof of it too on my Facebook somewhere. But it is really cold, but we're staying pretty warm. We've got everything set in here because winter camping is what we do. Do you want to say hi?
Hello. Sorting kitty cat ears.
Yep. Takes forever. But one of the new products that I'm carrying, you may have seen it before, but they're little clip-on kitty cat ears, and they have little sparkles, and they're cute, and they're designed for kids. But one of the major things I'm really proud of right now is my dolls. So you may not have noticed, but I broke my foot. I broke it real good, and I sprained it real good. It was actually an avulsion fracture, so it wasn't as big of a break. I don't know if you can hear the drums in the background, but they're having a jam session up on the hill. Yeah, buddy! But I don't walk so well in the dark. But okay, so back to my dolls. I broke my ankle and I had to be off my feet. And my mom had gotten a box of Kachina doll parts at an estate sale. And there were 4 unfinished Kachina dolls in there. And it didn't feel right finishing somebody else's work. So I took the bits and pieces that were in there, because this person had made all these pattern pieces and bits and bobs, and just, it was really cool. It was really treasure trove. So I decided to make my own dolls. And the first one I made was a fancy shell dancer, and had a little trouble with her arms, melted them off twice. Don't use E6000 on styrofoam. Use Mod Podge. Don't even use it when you think it's not going to touch, because it will eventually. So I've had to rebuild the arms twice. Not so happy about that, but I think she looks nice. The next one I made was a jingle dancer in a red dress, and she has actual cones on her dress. And all of these, plus I made a traditional women's dancer as well, Eastern women's dancer, and they are all in the booth. We'll get to see it tomorrow, and I'll show you how I've upgraded. So I've gone from a 10 by 10 by myself to a 10 by 20 by myself, and it's all my stuff. I've got quite a bit more work to do, and I've got to get some more tables. It is a little sparse for now, but it'll get better. It's it's still pretty early in the season. I got wiped out last fall with all the powwows that I went to. I had like no inventory left. It was kind of scary, but I kept selling out of stuff, which is really great, which means that my work is good. At least that's how I take it. I take it as a compliment. I'm really happy with it. Really hoping that tomorrow goes well and I get to dance some. My legs haven't been working so well. My MS has been an issue, but it's going to get better. And if I get 3 dances in tomorrow, I'll be thrilled. But the big thing is the booth. And I've got my Porky Roach loom out here, so if people want to learn how to make Porky Roach, I'm making the round Eastern style ones. I'll be making that on site. I've got it, halfway done. And I've got one for sale so they can see a finished product. And I'm using deer tails for this one. And I'm still using the synthetic guard hair, but that's because I can't afford the good stuff and I don't want to ruin the good stuff just yet. I'm still learning. And then, and I'm making puff balls. You can't really see that one. Here. The pom-poms. Another friend of mine, well, you remember Lee, She's making some necklaces with them, and I started carrying some of her work too. But this is something that some of the fancy shawls, this one isn't finished, by the way, it's why it looks so gimpy. Some of the fancy men's dancers and some of the grass dancers sometimes wear these. So something else to learn. Oh, and I've got a bunch of stick weave belts out there now. I've got like 6 of them. I like making those because I can just sit and just work. But I've got a little bit of work to do. Hoping for a good day. Got to set up my coffee pot so when I wake up, nobody dies. There's going to be kids everywhere. I really need a warning sign outside my tent. It's not their fault, but they may die for it. Okay, anyway. Oh! And I made a lot of rattles. I got a lot of rawhide from a very good friend of mine. And I've just gone to town. I started making shields that hang on the wall, and I've got a couple that are stretched over rings, and they're stretched really tight, and they do have a really good sound. I was excited about those, but this is one of the shakers that I've made. This one is a gift. This one is very special. It is all deer. It's got yellow buckskin and white, but the big deal is it is filled with corn. This corn was a gift to me, and I've been carrying it for about 3 years from a friend of mine in Milton, and he grows the corn, and he gave it to me as a seed, but I'm not able to plant it now. So I was just sitting there one day, and I went, I'm going to make this rattle, and I have all these rattles that I'm making, and I have nothing to fill it with. And I grabbed it, and I went, I don't think I should do this. I went, I'm making this. So I went ahead and made it, and it just seemed really special to me. And I got a hold of my Miko. I was like, dude, is there something special about rattles with corn in it? And he said, well, corn's sacred. And I went, oh, crud. Okay, I know who I made it for. Oh well. But I do that all the time. I was like, oh, I'm making this great thing. It's so special, and it's not mine. It's yeah, exactly. It's gonna go to somebody else. Okay, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just how it is. Oh, it's my roach braid is hanging out, getting in my way. Let me tell you what, I had a fair amount of fun trying to get that bad boy in there. My mom helped me get the braid in there. The rest of the braid just was not going. So I'm gonna lose quite a bit of hair when I get home. I'm gonna undercut it and yeah, my hair's to my waist. It's pretty, but it's hot. It's very hot. Anyway, okay, so we're freezing, and not freezing, but oh, I don't know if you can see the light. I will try to tip up and not make you blind. Really hard to do. Yeah, you can't really see it. It's a giant square light bulb thing, and it works really well. And I've got one that's charging over there. This is that white thing with the blue light. But yeah, so we're doing yarn and stuff, and oh, I had a really good stir fry. I made a really good honey bourbon stir fry the other day. Oh yeah, everybody likes it so far. I was just like, okay, I'm not making this very often because it takes too long. It takes about 3 hours to make, but it's really good. I mean, it makes a massive batch. But next time I'm gonna make like chili or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But powwow season has not actually started. It won't start until the fall for me. But we'll catch all the powwows that we catch. And I think I'll let you go. And do you have anything you want to say at all? Or because it's
Kitty cat ears.
Yeah, she's thrilled with the kitty cat ears.
Yes.
Okay, well, it is not even 8:30 yet. And we are tired because we spent several hours setting up everything. So we're gonna get up the butt crack of dawn and go
Do it all again.
and do it all again. Yeah, and tomorrow will be actual power. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so that is not the stars that you're seeing above my head. That is a sheet of Mylar emergency blanket, and if you if you have a tent that's 3-season, not 4-season, and it's like vented on top, if you put the Mylar blanket up there above your bed, it actually helps refract the heat back down to you. But you've got to leave the middle open to let the moisture out. Just a tip for winter camping. Bye! All right, so it is the day of. It is flippin' cold. Great news. The young man who's Southern Straight Dancer, who I got danced with last year, he was here, and I got him as a mirror board. And I'm just really, really excited about that. So I'm going to be grinning ear to ear all day. The booth is up and running. The kids are up and running. And the drums haven't started, but the rain has stopped. So, yeah, it's shaping up to be a good cold day. I've got some hand warmers, and I shoved them down in my shoes. But we got some youngins, so we'll be back. Bye. Okay, so here's the booth all set up. All my stuff. And we are 2 easy ups now. And all the necklaces. Boy, howdy, do we have a lot of necklaces now. And in we go. Over here we got our kids stuff. Lots and lots of kids stuff. There's those ears. And there's that dance shield that I was talking about. This one, which has the handle on the back, so the dancer can take it. I got my loom set up and my stuff, and there's lunch. And say hi, Heather. Yay. Okay, and then we got all this great stuff, and off we go. And I finally finished that roach. So there's the roach. And there's the hair pieces. Hello, I'm video logging. And then all the shields hanging up, and the drum one, and that one turned around. Oh no, it didn't. It's just very pale. And there's my dolls. So happy with the dolls. They look good. Lots and lots of leather stuff. All those hair wraps that I finally got done. So happy to have hair wraps again. Boy, I hid that leather for 2 months. And yeah. And then of course, the regalia, as usual. Then we have the DIY table with the finger weaving kits and the peg people kits and the soap. Then we have, these are new. These are lotion bars. And instead of being in a tube, it's solid. You just rub it. And then we got our shawls, as always. But yeah, there we are. And so we're going to take a quick walk and see the powwow real quick. A lot less merchants than was expected. We got our neighbors, and there is an archaeology place, and then some of the other great people, and over there they got smelting, but they've shut it down. And there's the dance circle. They haven't set everything up yet because the actual powwow part doesn't start until around 3. Lunch shack is over behind that vehicle, and some more of our fabulous neighbors, and yeah. But it finally stopped raining, and we're thrilled about that. But it is cold. It is very, very cold. It's time to dance. The drum is out. The sun is out. See that thing right there? That's the sun. The sun is awesome. Yeah, so we're about to start dancing. It starts a little late, but that's okay. Let's dance. There it is. It's teardown. It's 50-something degrees. It's windy. It's dark. The sun is quite down. I got to do 2 dances, which were not always the ones that I wanted to do, but it's okay. I got to dance. We have torn down almost everything in the booth. And there's Heather. We're all pretty daggum tired. I haven't even got the tent torn down yet because we were in such a rush this morning because everything apparently started at 8 o'clock. It was supposed to start at 2. Right. But anyway, so it looks like we're probably going to stay another night. It's going to be in the 30s tonight. It's gonna be great. But my foot hurts. And my legs, well, they always hurt after powwow because it's long. At this point, we've got all the stuff torn down and mostly moved over to the car. And we'll, yeah, there's a bunch of kids over by the fire getting ready to start a fire. That's what you're hearing talking in the background. And our neighbors, they're tearing down just as fast. Actually, I think they're tearing down a little faster. But
They started sooner.
yeah, they did. They did start sooner. But we're gonna finish off the stir fry tonight for dinner. Nice hot stir fry, unless our neighbors have something really tasty to eat. They had taco soup last night, but it had ranch powder in it, so I couldn't have it. Heather liked it though. Taco soup. I miss taco soup. So good. But as far as these little lights, I'm digging them. They stay super bright for about 2 hours. Then they start to dim a little bit, but they don't get crazy bad. They just dim a little bit, and after about 4 or 5 hours on high, they're luminous, and that's about it. But all things considered, good powwow. Haven't checked sales. I'm not expecting a lot out of this one, but it's Boy Scout powwow. Yeah, so we're gonna finish up here, get this crap loaded up, go back to the tent, and make dinner because I'm hungry. I really am. And then we're gonna start getting everything ready for in the morning. And first thing in the morning, we're gonna. Oh, I need to call Mom and let her know. Crud. Yeah. So first thing in the morning, we'll finish tearing down and load the car the rest of the way, and then we'll go home. Okay. I'll see you in the tent. I'm sure I'll do another vlog by then. Bye. It is the blood crack of dawn. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Here goes the coffee. It ain't ready yet. And we're fighting the propane because the propane tanks keep freezing. But you can only do so much with it. It'll be okay though. Because worst case scenario, have emergency backup, which is a tin cup, a Nesbitt pocket stove, little cube thingies, and some instant coffee. Yeah, but I have real coffee. Real coffee is good. But quick view of our morning view. That's the bathhouse out here at Uchi at the staff accommodations, and back there's some very, very, very fancy army tents, and some of my other neighbors, and then we got some RVs, and then we got us and the road. There's some other camping off in the distance. It's really nice, just as nice as I remember, except some of the roads are actually paved now. Haven't been out here really since I was a kid. This is a Boy Scout reservation in the Funiac, and used to come out here a lot with my dad, my brother. My brother didn't like it so much. Some stupid girl on a camping trip, especially his sister. But I was good at knots and stuff. But yeah. But I gotta get the tent cleared out and get the car redone because we tore down the booth last night and loaded up the majority of it in the car already. But it's not ready for everything else because, you know, some of my packing Tetris is extremely complicated, like Middle Eastern archways requires a little bit of extra help. But this is what we're looking at so far, and that is incorrect. The chair's got to come out. The easy ups actually go on the roof, but we had to transport them over here, so there's going to be quite a bit of space in here, and then we'll put the rest of the stuff in there. The chairs and the easy ups and the tent and the long stuff in packages basically goes on the roof. And yeah, I think I see percolation. Well, I hear people stirring anyway. But yeah. Oh, if you're traveling, and I apologize, this thing is upside down, you get one of these, okay? It's got jumper cables, it's got a USB port right here. And then it's got an air pump on the back. And it's probably one of the greatest things I've ever used. One, you can use it on sites that don't have power, you know, say charge your phone or whatever, which is great for me because if I'm running a credit card machine, it's on my phone. Kind of need it. The other thing is, you know, if you or your friend have trouble starting your car or whatever, it'll take care of it. It'll also air up your tires, and it's also got a utility light on it. Saved my butt a few times and definitely helped out some friends that way, because you always want to do good by your friends and those people around you, because you never know, you know, you may need help someday too. But let's go peek at our neighbors while this coffee finishes up. We're gonna walk over and take a quick hello. And some of my friends on Unity Drum were all kind of fighting with the morning coffee, but this is their awesomeness. I'm gonna try not to get them on film because they're not quite awake yet, and it's rude to show up doing a video log without asking permission. So so you mind? Okay, here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hi. So I have a vlog going, just so you know.
Vlog away, honey.
Okay. I try really hard to be courteous, because you know what? Before coffee, lives are in danger, and my coffee isn't ready yet. So I'm keeping myself busy while I watch the percolator. So these are some of the lovely, lovely peoples.
Good morning.
Cheers.
He has coffee.
There's coffee right there. Help yourself.
Mine's coming. It's coming. And I'm not going to swing around the camera and get her right this time. I will give her a minute to get her better side. But
Well, she puts it out there for you.
she does too. So here is a sweetheart. Hello, baby doll. Hello, baby doll. Say hello to the camera. Say hello. Hello, sweetheart. He's a sweet baby. He's a sweet baby. Good morning. Say good morning.
Howdy, good morning.
Yay. So, okay. My coffee will be ready. And, you know, they got coffee. So I'm going to go, you know, get lives out of danger. Bye. Coffee has been had. Coffee. But anyway, so we're in the process of tearing down the tent. We got the majority of it unloaded from last night, and I got almost everything loaded back. And what you're hearing is this handy dandy space bag air pump, hand pump. They're hard to find, believe it or not. But I'm real happy to have that one, because you know, when you have fluffy bedding, especially in the winter with a small car like mine, you really have to find ways. Okay, so yeah, that's where we're at. Coffee. Coffee! Okay, so Powwow Trail ended, and this is what happened. I got home, and yeah, so we were having some toilet problems, and I managed to get the stupid thing off. But so there was water leaking on the floor, so I had to take and put a new gasket between the tank and the back of the toilet. Well, to get that off, you have to take off 2 bolts and a water supply. Well, this bolt inside the tank was completely disintegrated into nothing, and this one was okay. You can't tell. So I finally get that one off, and I've got that one off, and I'm golden. I'm like, okay, let's take the water supply off. So this little plastic thing right here is supposed to just unscrew, because it just holds it on. Just screws that little piece on. Yeah, that's not what happened. There is this little piece right here. If this is not tight, you are not getting the water supply off. It's not going to happen. Just want you to know that 3 hours, I managed to get it off. This is thrilled. This is exhausted. I got it taken off, and all I have to do is put this on there and replace the screws and strap it back on. But wait, can't do that because the other thing I was supposed to be doing, which I just found out, was tightening this little bolt right here to make the toilet stop wobbling. Yeah. Yeah. So, on top of that, now I have to replace that thing under there and the wax seal. So yeah, happy powwow vendor, plumber.